Well, hello, pivoters. This is pivot number 4. Welcome to pivot number 4. So excited to be working on this project. So I come to you today naked. And the title of this pivot is Sticks and Stones, ... So why Sticks and Stones, ... Probably you guys all remember, or if you're too young to remember, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You remember that? So how come this is not giving me an opportunity to... Oh, I can invite friends. Here we go. I want to invite some friends. Who am I going to invite? I'm going to invite a bunch of people. So hang with me. I'm just going to invite some people. Yeah, Barb. I'm going to invite Bev and Amy and Lena, Nancy. Just inviting people, you guys. Because I love you all. Some of you are at work and different things, but I just wanted to invite a few people so I have some friends with me while I'm doing this. Who else wants to come? I know most of you are at work right now, but I'm doing a live anyway. So the reason for this particular Sticks and Stones one, a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine, recently had someone tell her, don't put your before pictures on Facebook. Just maybe put your makeup on and then go on. Don't go putting your face on there. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you absolutely serious in this? And it just floored me that somebody would actually say that to an individual. But you know what? I'm sure all of us at some point in time or another have said something to somebody under the guise of constructive criticism. So let's see, what do you think of my face right now? What do you think of my face? I haven't put any of my stuff on. You guys all know that I sell Limelight by Alcone. I'm an independent lead beauty guide and run my own company, save on my taxes, and I show my daughter and her friends and my friends that yes, you can own a business in America and you can be successful and you can go on the internet totally naked-faced. Here I am. So maybe somebody could tell me don't post a before picture. Maybe they want to tell me that too. And I'm just like, where does that come from? Where does the need to be, quote, brutally honest with people? So here's my pivot. My pivot is it okay to, like, for instance, tell someone that they look really good? Maybe they just look slightly better than they looked 5 minutes ago. Or maybe, who's joining me? Hey, Peggy. Thanks for joining me. So I'm just thinking about, this need we have for giving people advice. And sometimes that advice that we give people is not very nice. Hey, Linda. Today's pivot point is just about sticks and stones. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I remember reciting that as a little kid when people would call me names. But you know what? Words hurt sometimes more than sticks and stones. Words can be so damaging to people. And the word vomit that we do with people sometimes, we can't ever get it back. And a huge pivot that I had one time as a teacher, and I am a teacher at different levels, had kids take a tube of toothpaste and just squish it out onto a piece of paper. And the kids squished it all out, and it was quick, they were able, hey Terry, they were able to squish that toothpaste all out And they were having so much fun getting it all out of there, getting it all out of there. And then she said, okay, now put it back. Okay, now put it back in the tube. I'm like, whoa, whoa. They had so much fun just vomiting it all out. But then when you try to take it back, have you ever done that? Have you ever tried to take words back that you dished out? Yeah. Words can be very, very hard to remove. So a very dear friend of mine, recently someone told her, don't put her before pictures on the internet. Just put your pretty made up ones. And I'm like, are you serious? Is that really what people think Limelight is all about? And that's why I was thinking about it last night. And these pivot points that I'm doing, I'm going to start putting on some makeup, you guys, because that's part of why I came on today, was to convince myself to put makeup on. I don't do it every day. And I think a lot of times people think that this whole Limelight adventure that I'm on and some of my friends are on is all about vanity. It's all about, you know, I need to feel good, you know, kind of thing. I need the pump you up kind of stuff. And you know what? Whether I put on makeup or not is not an issue. It's how I feel about myself. And I have for years not worn makeup. I wore makeup for years. I mean, I've gone in both directions. While that dries a little bit, that's our new Aspire cream. So I have had more fun since I've been doing Limelight than I have had in years. And I can tell you the reason I've been having fun is all the wonderful people I'm meeting. All the people that are just having a blast sharing positivity with women. None of us call up somebody and go, hey, you know what? I've been noticing you look like crap lately. So I was hoping that you would buy some of my product off of me so you can not look like crap. How about that? Have any of you done that? Those of you that sell Limelight, have any of you had any success with that? Call people up and tell them what crap they look like and that maybe they could start buying some makeup and then they could have a reason to live? No, that's not how we have been approaching things. I like this Aspire down here too, you guys. Helps my little happy face down here too. Who among us doesn't want to look bright and fresh? I'm not going to look like I'm 20 years old again, but I'm not going to act like I'm 20 years old again either. I just want to look bright and fresh. That's what I'm looking for. And, you know, none of us is contacting our friends and saying you look like crap. No, we're just saying, hey, if you want to feel better about your skin, if you want to try some new looks, then, you know, give some of this shot. Hey, Tirza. And look at this, you guys. Look at this. These are 5 people that said, I want to try some stuff. So we're sending them samples. My daughter helped me put this together last night. And she saw how much it takes to put together all those samples. But if you want some samples of Limelight, just put it in the comments below or private message me and we will shoot you out some samples because we love you. Because we want to play makeup with you too. You know, when boys grow up, they play in the dirt with all this heavy equipment, you know, all their little Tonka trucks. And girls tend to grow up playing with Barbies and makeup and stuff. So you know what? Men grow up to drive heavy trucks for a living and women can grow up to sell makeup. Or men can sell makeup and women can drive heavy trucks. It's totally up to each individual. But sometimes people will say that telling someone they look wonderful is fake. You know, maybe they don't look all that wonderful. I'm like, really? It's not okay just to say you look marvelous? Why can't we just say that? I want people to feel good about themselves. And so my apologies right now to anyone ever that I gave, quote, constructive criticism that you might want to fix this or that because you look like crap. You know what? I am sorry for doing that. And if I have done that and if I have offended you in any way, putting on some One Drop Wonder. This is the Pomifera oil. So I'm putting it on my fine lines and wrinkles up here, and then some Sotox is going on that. And I'm well aware, you don't need to tell me that I look better, present myself more of an appealing way when I put makeup on. I know that. It looks, why? Because it's pretty. It's got pretty colors and pigment. But you know what? I like my car too. I drive a nice car. I don't drive a piece of crap car. And I decorate my house too. My house isn't just plain old gray. Well, actually the walls are gray because I like gray. I decorate my house. Why not decorate my face? I care about the clothes I put on. Why would I not care about what I put on my face? So I don't know. It just really tripped me out when my friend told me that the person told her that. I was like, wow. Oh, okay. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, we're all beautiful. And you know what? I watched a video one time on Facebook that showed what is considered, some must do, what's considered good looking in other cultures, and different kinds of makeup, different kinds of everything for different cultures. So it's really what you like, do you? And when you start to think you need to give someone some advice, which I guess I'm doing that right now, aren't I? But if you start to want to give someone some helpful advice on what they ought to do with themselves, you might want to think about that. Is it positive? Is it uplifting? Is it coming from a good place? Is it your opinion? And will the person feel better about themselves after you're done giving your input, or will they feel like crap? And as Linda said, and I echo your sentiments, Linda, I'd rather you throw a stick at me than throw crappy words at me. Now, will I survive the words? Absolutely, I'll survive. Oh, I almost started singing Gloria Gaynor. I will survive. I won't sing the words. Oh my God, I hope my daughter doesn't watch this. She's going to be pissed. Oh, anyway, you know the song. No. So anyway, we'll survive it. But you know what? We're always going to have that taste in our mouth about the person that vomited those stinky words. So, when from now on, when people say crappy things to me, primer, I'm going to think more about what that says about them than I am about what it says about me. That's my new thing. When you say bad crap to me or my friends, I am going to think more, what did that say about you than it said about this one right here. So my pivot, pay attention to my words. Am I really trying to uplift that person or not? And are they going to feel better? And how do you then do constructive criticism? Exactly, Linda. Hey, Tammy. Oh, okay, you're going to watch the replay later. Thanks, okay. So how do you then give, if you see something in somebody that you think could be improved, you like air quotes? I don't like air quotes, but I do them sometimes just because I want to. Because I think they're fun. And they're silly. They're goofy, like me. How am I doing? I'm still only on my second cup of coffee today. That's all I'm doing, though, too. It's two. I'm trying to decide if I want to do my foundation with the stipple brush or the, what do you think? I have been loving this idea. I've been playing around because Kat Aragon, she's a Limelight consultant, beauty guide, whatever. And she does the stipple brush and she likes it a lot. And you know what I like about the stipple brush is I tend to do the right amount of foundation instead of overdoing it. And she's like, you just do little tiny circles, little tiny circles. So I'm going to try that for a few days and see what I think. Okay, so back to, sorry you guys, I can be like all over the place. You should see when I'm a stand-up teacher in a classroom, the kids are like, you know, like a puppy will tilt their head a lot. The kids, I find them doing that a lot when I'm teaching, because they're like, where is she going with this? But you know what, when I teach, the kids aren't like on their iPads and phones because they have to pay attention because they never know when it's going to be something they're going to get tested on. So it's trickery. I'm diabolical that way. So how do you go about then? You notice something about someone that is kind of off, you know what I mean? That like maybe they could stand some improvement. How would you go about that then? I actually had an appointment today to go get contacts so that I could see these comments while you guys comment while I'm putting makeup on. And I blew off the appointment. I called them though and told them I need to cancel it. I've been spending money like I have a lot of it, and so I thought I better slow my roll on that. Okay, so nobody's giving me ideas. What are you going to do? This was like interactive time, ladies and gents. How do you give someone constructive criticism without them feeling badly about themselves? Yeah, about their looks or something. How are you going to do that? You want me to share what I think? You want me to? I was thinking about this while I wasn't sleeping well last night. I'm just using tiny, tiny bits of makeup, you guys. Just tiny, tiny bits. What's this say? Thinking. Okay. Hey, how you doing? It's okay if you guys can't interact. I'll talk to myself. That's not uncommon. I do it all the time. I'm home alone all day with the dog. I talk to her. I say it's her. That's why I have to have a dog, you guys, or else it really looks like I'm talking to myself. Here's what my thought is. That before we go offering up a lot of suggestions, Stephen Covey, you guys know who that is? Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You know who that is? One of the things that are the 7 habits, and maybe one day we'll go through all 7 habits, but today this is just not the time. Seek first to understand. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. So right there is a pivot point. If you guys haven't found a pivot in this one, there's your pivot point. So am I trying to understand somebody, or am I trying to get them to understand me? What am I trying to do with the words that are about ready to come out of my mouth? And so how do we seek first to understand? How would I understand if I'm about to give constructive criticism? Question them. Absolutely. There you go. So if you want to seek first to understand before we go launching into our oughtas, yada, yada, you oughta, you oughta, you oughta, you want to first consider asking questions. So I noticed that you put some before pictures of yourself on Facebook, and then you put some after pictures. I was wondering, what are you doing with that? What are you trying to accomplish with that? And then the person would have the chance to explain to you what their goals are, why they're doing it. There you go, Linda. Some specific and great ideas. Specific and great. Thanks, Jackie Latimer. You are my hero. I love you. So, asking questions, because it's in that asking questions that we can understand someone's goals. And maybe we are looking at it from our own paradigm. That's a good word, isn't it? Spelled paradigm. Paradigmy. First time I saw it, I was like 30 something. I'm like, what the hell does that word mean? I like words, you guys, if you haven't noticed. So I want to try to do a little bit more highlighting today. I watched a video on it last night. Do you guys mind if I try some of this today? Make my chin a little more. I'm just playing. It's just makeup, and I can wash it off if I screw up. So changing our paradigm can be really important. So and when I'm going to ask them questions instead of deciding for them what they think, then I might actually make a lot more progress with that individual. And I can tell you, with the people we love the most, these are the ones that we probably offer the most suggestions to, unsolicited suggestions. Hey, San. Talking about paradigm shifts and seeking first to understand, then to be understood. We're talking a little bit about Covey. Title of this live was Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones. And words will never hurt me. And my paradigm today, my pivot is that words hurt more than sticks and stones. So trying to talk about, well then, why do we do it? Let's just assume we do it out of love, right? Just because we mean it out of love doesn't mean that the recipient is going to necessarily receive it out of love. And if we're really trying to help someone, then we need to meet them where they're at. We need to figure out what their goals and objectives are. So you're right, Linda, by asking questions, we can tend to get tips and tricks on how to, I'm going to set this, you guys. This is my new thing. I am setting my foundation with translucent, no pigment, no flashback setting powder. And I'm feeling like I'm getting a more flawless looking finish. Because I'm going to the post office, and we all need a flawless finish when we go to the post office. Don't we? This lady was so mean at the post office recently, and there's a part of me that's going, I don't want to go back to that post office. I want to go find a different one. She was like mean to me and called me out in front of all the people standing in line, and I was so embarrassed. And I got loud. I got loud at the post office, you guys. This lady, do you want me to tell that story? Let me go back to the thing about the wanting to try to help people. Let me go back to that. So, for instance, with my daughter, I will give her all kind of unsolicited advice. And she sits there, and I got to tell you, she sits there quite patiently, usually. And probably 90%, 100% of what I'm saying is not even remotely sinking in because it's not information she wanted. She didn't ask for it. Oh, that's okay. I'm just, the paradigm shift today is sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Words hurt a lot. So we are talking about ways to give people helpful suggestions, but only after we find out if they want them. We're talking about, do we do limelight because we feel like crap about ourselves and so we have to put this makeup on and show people that we're awesome? No, we do it because we love it. It's fun and there's awesome people that we're involved with. And we put it on because we feel like it, and we're willing to go on live with no makeup on and then start putting it on. So you can see that caterpillar transform into the butterfly. The butterfly will be flying. You guys, I might have over-caffeinated again. So sorry. When I over-caffeinate, that's where I go. So I can tell you my thing I'm going to be working on is not offering my daughter and those whom I love quite as much advice. I can't always see your comments, you guys, when I take my glasses off. So I'm going to work on trying to be more, ask questions, find out if someone wants some help and information, and then, only then, start offering up suggestions. So that's my new thing. Okay, I have makeup everywhere on my counter here, you guys. I'm gonna put, which eyeshadow should I do today? Which one? Throw up a heart if you want me to do Lottie palette. Throw up a thumbs up if you want me to do this palette I built for myself. This is a neutral palette that I built out of the 18 Feeling Neutral shades. Thumbs up, heart. If you don't do it, I'm gonna have to pick my own. And you know me, I'm gonna pick conservative every time. Okay. Should I just do conservative? I'm gonna do conservative. I'm gonna do conservative today. I'm just gonna do conservative. So that's my story, you guys, and I'm sticking to it, is just make sure that before you word vomit on people, make sure that you find out whether they want your suggestions. And think about like the toothpaste tube example. You squish all your word vomit out onto the page and then now try to get it back in that tube. Not so easy. So before we fire everything off on someone, let's think about what the goal is. Let's seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. You know what I really like out of this Lottie palette for just like an everyday is this color right here, because I think it makes a nice highlight in the corner. And because I wear glasses right now, which I'm going to try to change that, having that little highlight corner I think actually looks good because it picks it up out of the glasses. So remember, highlight brings out, dark brings back. And I actually, you guys, have been putting a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin. And the reason for that is to get the elements that we like about ourselves more prominently displayed. So the light catches it, and I'm liking that. So thumbs up if you're liking that. Then I'm working on my light colors first today, you guys, because I gotta go clean my brushes. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm placing the product where I want it, with the brushes with the lighter products first, and then I can go in with the darker ones, and I can go get my brushes all clean in a little while. So I'm putting Cream Boat like up here, right on the brow bone. I use the Pink Happy Thoughts, and then now I'm going to use a darker color down here. As you guys know, I have hooded eyes, so I need to go up into the bone here above the lid to get some of that product in there so that you can actually see it when I open my eyes. But I can tell you that since I started using the Eye Aspire, the eye stuff, and it's not like an instant fix, you guys, that because our products are natural products, it's not going to be some chemically induced auto fix. It's just not. But it will, over time, you're going to see some immediate results, but over time you're going to see even more results. And I am feeling the hoods changing. So how that? You like that? So this kind of application will actually cause the hoods to be reduced if you take the darker color and go up into. It seems like you're covering a lot of real estate with your eyeshadow, but it's for the hooded eye, and so don't worry about it. It's okay. And the other thing I like to do because of the hooded eye is come up at this angle right here, like a cat eye, a 45-degree angle. You see that? And I'm not going below it. And that helps to lift everything. And then I don't know if I have another brush, you guys. I need to figure something out. Need to take a brush that I didn't have a bunch of dark stuff on it, and I need to blend. Sorry you guys, when I'm in this part of the process I can't read the comments, so I will go back and I will respond to those later. So I am not ashamed or afraid to go on a live with no makeup on, because I wasn't wearing makeup at all before I started doing Limelight. So I don't get my worth and value in how many thumbs up I get on my you know, you look marvelous kinds of things. But I do like to look presentable, and I'm presentable either way. I just started having fun with this stuff. For people that work from home, you can get to the point that you keep looking in the mirror every time you go to the bathroom and go, oh my God, something's wrong with me. And you can get kind of lost. And so playing with makeup and playing with friends on the internet, like doing these lives and interacting with people, can be like a total saving grace for a lot of people that work from home. So don't judge. Before you think about why someone might be doing something, ask them. Ask them. And anybody that I'm offering to sell you cosmetics and skincare, it's because I love you, because I totally believe in the products, or I wouldn't be selling them. And I don't think you look like crap. I think you're beautiful. I just think that you might have as much fun as I do playing with this stuff. So it's coming from a great place. It is not coming from, I desperately need your money or any of that. I just want you to play along and have fun with me. And chances are pretty good you're going to buy stuff from somewhere. So why not buy it from me? So if you want to buy it from me, go to myhdface.com and put in your order. I would love to play around with some makeup with you guys. And I will do a live video call with you to help you with the placement of the products. Because sometimes people are like, I don't even know where to put that crap. So I will do a live call with you to help you figure it out. Are we blended enough, you guys? I don't have my glasses on, so. The key in is blending and using good equipment. If you're not using good equipment, you might be having a hard time achieving your goals. Last night I was watching this person doing contouring, and I'm going to try something today that I haven't tried before. This is hard. She was saying about, I'm just using a little bronzer as contour. She was saying that she had full cheeks, and she was wanting to have her full cheeks less prominent. So she didn't go into the natural shadow, she went above it. And I kind of got a little bit more there. And the other good advice she gave is that if you overdo it, you can use your, whatever you put your foundation on as an eraser. So I'll just put right back there. I kind of like that. That is bringing it in, isn't it? Do you think? I think. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of color on top of that. Our stuff is so pigmented, you have to be careful to not put too much on. What do you think? Did that bring my cheeks in? Kind of feel like it did. I'm going to put a little bronzer down here too. This is a trick I used to know. When I was in television, you guys, I had to put this stuff on every day. So part of my reason for not wearing makeup for a while is when I was in television, I had to wear it every day, and I got tired of wearing it. But now I'm kind of liking it again, so we can change our mind. It's okay to change our mind. It's okay. It's not hurting anybody. I'm not telling you you have to wear it. I'm telling you I want to wear it. All right, so let's try angled blush brush, and I'm going to use some of our number 6 glowing, and that's just the top of the cheek right up here. The glowing helps catch the light differently, and so again, instead of that other eyeshadow I used up here, I can use glowing down my nose, and I can use it on my chin. How's it doing? How are we doing? Kind of liking this. Kind of liking it. I don't know if I'm blended enough. Sometimes you guys actually have to put my glasses on. I do a little more blending after I get off the lives. Not gonna lie. Why would I lie anyway? That'd be stupid to lie. You're standing right here. You know what I'm doing. Okay, now the other trick is I want to do my brow edge. Something I found out recently is I am liking the bent liner brush in addition to my brow tamer brush. I am getting super good results. Spray it with the finishing spray. And then I'm going to go up here. Because this thing is bent, it's easy to get the angle that I want. And all I do is go into my gray because my hair is more gray than not. So this gives me a matching color to my brows. So some of you may be like a Corkable, some of you may be taupe for the best, some of you are brownie points. Just depends on your skin color, or your hair color and stuff of what you want to be. What do you think of that brow? Pretty decent, huh? I like the bent liner. I don't know why, but I just started using it the other day. I just tried it. And I was like, well, Shazam. That worked. And so for the second eyebrow, probably need to... So while I'm talking along, feel free to drop your comments down there. Put some comments about your sticks and stones pivot moment. Did you ever have a moment where you pivoted and realized that what you say to people can be more uplifting or more damaging than anything else? And when you had that aha moment, what did you do about it? So my aha, my pivot, if you will, or if you won't. Are they sisters or are they twins? Sisters or twins? I need this other brush. I have all kinds of fun stuff. This is so fun. And then after I put it in, I go in and, go in and brush that out a bit. And so I can already see that I want to do a little more blending here. Kind of liking the look today though. I like putting the contoury color higher. That seems to be working for me. I watch these videos, so when I watch stuff, I will bring you news that you can use. Then the other thing that you can use this bent liner for, you can do an eyeliner with it. So just get into the eyeshadow. I got to get way up close in this mirror, you guys, to do this. I don't even know if I can. So I'm going to go under. I saw my hero, Samantha Staten do this thing with this little fall trend. Did you guys watch her? And I'm doing it very lightly. She did it darker because she's more bold than I am. That you just do half the eye and wing it out a little bit. You only go halfway. But this bent liner makes it easier to do. Bent liner brush, it's like this tiny little brush, but it's totally awesome. So my friend Carrie, Carrie, if you're watching this, your whole makeup kit is on its way. I'm so excited for you to have your own. When I was out in Hawaii, Carrie and I played makeup, and she'd been waiting and waiting and waiting. And she's like, I know Nicole's going to come out here sooner or later. So we did a whole makeup thing. And she loved it, so I hooked her all up with everything. I don't know. So I like stuff a little more subtle, so I'm going to blend that out a little bit, smudge it just a little bit there. All right, I'm feeling good about that. So now that I have all this on, I'm just going to do a little more powder, I think, over everything. Get that nice matte finish. I like a matte. So putting the translucent powder over that's going to help. Final step before the lips and mascara. Finishing spray. This is what's going to make it last 16 hours. Okay, where's my mascara? Perfect mascara. So one of the things to try to stop doing is pumping your mascara. All you're doing is putting bubbles in there when you do it. So stop pumping if you're a pumper. Perfect mascara is a one-step fiber mascara. It has fibers in it, so it's going to build. I bought some falsies, you guys. I'm going to try to put on some falsies. Should I do it live or should I do it practice and then do it live? I might just do it live. Who cares? Gosh, I am just about ready to go to the post office and meet up with that woman that embarrassed me. So here's the deal. I went to the post office and I used the self-service machine, and somehow when I got in there and I stuck a label on a postage thing on one of my packages, then I looked at it, I'm like, well, this isn't what I bought. And so then I had to go in the big old long line in the post office to fix it and make her go to the big bin, pull out all the stuff, and find my envelope that had the wrong sticker, that somebody left it in the machine is what happened. Somebody left a postage in the machine, so I pulled it out and stuck it on, and it was like for my beautiful niece Shari, who's gonna have baby Bob next week. She's probably not gonna name him Bob. I want her to. Anyway, so I go in line. It's super crowded, and the lady was being really rude to me. And she goes, well, you must have taken the out of order sign off. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything. I just put my stuff in, put the information in, and paid for it. Well, no, you must have taken the out of order sign off. And again, I repeated, no, didn't do that. Just went ahead and put my money in, and out popped stickers, but I didn't realize two were coming out. So she's not even listening. She goes, well, I just asked you a question. And no, ma'am, didn't ask a question. You made a statement there. I don't know if we need to go back to grammar and stuff like that or not. I didn't say that part. I wanted to, but I didn't. I said, no, ma'am, you just went ahead and made a statement that I did something. In reality, no, I ask a question that has like a question mark, your voice should go up. So I was really polite to her, and she was saying it loud that everybody in line at the post office was hearing her ridicule me and tell me what I did, and I didn't do it. And so I said, ma'am, you're asking a question. That's not a statement. And no, I did not do that. And so finally I got loud and I said, listen, I just need you to fix this. That's all I need you to do is fix this. And she said, well, if you're just going to be rude like that, I am not even going to wait on you. And this woman walked out into the back area of the post office and left me standing there at the counter. And I said, excuse me, may I speak to a manager? Excuse me, may I speak to a manager? And they said, oh, she was the manager. And I'm like, interesting problem solving skills, huh? Interesting. And So I just stood there for a while and I went through all my options, and one of them was just walk away. But then I'm thinking, no, I'm trying to send this top that I made for my niece. I'm trying to send it to her and I don't want it to go to the wrong place. So I just went ahead and stood there for a while. And eventually she came back and said, I fixed everything for you. Everything is fine now. Thank you, ma'am. So anyway, I got to go back in there today to mail out these 5 sample packets. So I wonder if Constance is going to be up at the counter. Constance. So I tried calling the post office to make a complaint, but of course that didn't work. They said that they couldn't take phone calls, whatever. I can see why. All right, so let's wrap this up. What color are we doing for lips? This one. This one. Which lip color? I need help. Do you like that one I had on last night? Do I want to be bold? Do I want to go in there red? That sounds kind of like fire. Fire. Let me try one more. So these are the only ones. We'll pick from one of these 5. Let's just pick from one of these 3. I'll do an enduring lip color another day. Which one? Let's go heart, thumbs up, or a haha. These 3. I think I'm going to go this one again. I like this one. I think that says confident, but not over the top. I think red I would do more at night. And the neutral is just a little too neutral for this little excursion I have to go on. So anyway, thanks for joining me for the live today. The point was that sticks and stones can break people's bones, but words stick with them forever. So think about the words you use. Think about all of the advice we offer people. And in the words of Stephen Covey, seek first to understand and then to be understood. And if you want to offer advice to someone, the best way to start out is by asking them questions. So find out, even if they want advice. So the way to do that is to ask questions and seek first to understand. I think I did all right today. What do you think? Pivot number 4, 96 to go. Hope